Imagine how fast the Megillah would go if you didn't stop at the end of every pasuk, but just kind of rushed through the whole thing. Certainly, I know some people, after one too many groggers at Haman, really wish that that's the way we read the Megillah. It's interesting, though, that in fact was the custom in the period of the Rishonim in many places. This is mentioned by the Meiri, the Ritzvah, the Ramban, that the way the Jews used to read the Megillah is literally that way. They wouldn't stop at the end of the psukim and would just go all the way through. And that really is a halachic fulfillment of a concept that we encounter in today's psukim, where the Megillah is referred to as ha'igeres hazos, as this letter. And this in halacha means, in the world of halacha and in the world of custom, that the way that we read the Megillah is supposed to reflect the idea of the Megillah being a letter. So again, universal today is the way that we read the Megillah is, instead of rolling it out like we would a Sefer Torah or a scroll of Navi, that the Megillah is folded over again and again and again, and read in that fashion. So the question is, what exactly is the significance of this? All of these different practices of reading the Megillah in an unusual way. What is it coming to teach us? So I think perhaps that this is best reflected in a comment attributed to the Baal Shem Tov. The Mishnah in Maseches Megillah says that if someone reads the Megillah lemafreya, out of order, then one has not fulfilled their obligation. The Megillah has to be read from beginning to end, and in the proper order. So the Baal Shem Tov suggests that perhaps this could be understood in a different way. That if one reads the Megillah retrojected, in other words, read the Megillah as a chronicle of past events, as ancient history, one has not fulfilled the mitzvah. That the mitzvah of reading the Megillah, and really the educational process that we are supposed to go through in going through the Megillah, is understanding the idea of feeling the events of Purim in a very current light. In other words, to be able to then re-examine our lives. And just as the Megillah is the story of how God was manifest through all the political machinations of Achashverosh's court, so too we are supposed to look at our lives to see the hidden hand of God there as well. And so therefore the idea that the Megillah has to be like a letter, like something that you've just received, and again, literally the custom of the Rishonim, which has fallen into disuse, that you literally are rushing through to find out what happens next. Without stopping. It's not a literary document that you're reading events of the past, but this is really current events, right? This is the Twitter of the time of the Persian Empire. And that therefore the halakha and the minhag is supposed to reflect that idea to help us feel, when we come out of Megillah reading, that we have just experienced the events and that we too see God as current in our lives as well.